A positive test is generally referring to it's exceeded the threshold, the cutoff that we've talked about. And whether it's exceeded the cutoff or not has no bearing necessarily on whether they've used the drug or not. So if a drug test is presented as positive, it means there's drug in the hair. It does not mean they've used the drug. And that is the way very often in which it is interpreted by those who consume this evidence. It doesn't mean that at all.
If you go back to the case law that says the numbers in the hair at the start, that's the factual information, then the interpretation and the expert analysis is what is required to tell you why those drugs are there. And we know that there are a number of reasons why drugs might be found in hair, from contamination, from previous use, a whole host of reasons. And it's at the expert analysis stage, when you've taken a history from the person, when you found out whether they work in a bar where drugs are used, for example, it's only at that stage you can reliably say what the drugs found in the hair mean and how they can be accounted for. In the family courts, when deciding on disputed facts, has this person taken drugs or not, the court decides that on the balance of probabilities. So 51%, it's more likely than not that that person has used drugs. And the difficulty with the current way in which this evidence is presented to the court is that we have a report with a number on, the number is compared to a cutoff level, and then we're told that is positive. It is turning what should be expert opinion evidence into pseudo-certainty, which is what the case law tells us we should absolutely avoid. So when you're looking at the balance of probabilities, you should be looking at, are there other reasons to explain the presence of the drugs in the hair? And that it simply cannot be done by reference to an arbitrary cutoff level.
Looking at test results, from my perspective as an expert, I'm always asking myself, are there other explanations? Certain factors within the profile, when you look at the context and influencing factors, are suggesting it's likely to be use. But you need to challenge that. Have we considered X? Have we considered Y? Are we missing any chain of evidence, for example, that could influence this?